Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Don Husam, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, suited and booted, and we are ready for some action. There's a lot for us to talk about. We're going to be talking about Manchester City. We're going to be talking about Arsenal. We're going to be talking about Liverpool Football Club, my club, Liverpool. You get me? So big up to all of you guys. Please do make sure, as Warrior is saying, 100 likes ASAP. 250 people in here already. 100 likes. Yalla, get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. We're going to be talking title race. We're going to be previewing this game as well this Sunday. So big up to every single one of you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Joining us on the channel first and foremost, essentially, everyone's favorite City fan. You get me? Everyone's favorite ginger fraud. It's not Nobbins. Nobbins can hold that. I'm strawberry blonde. No, you're not. You're ginger. Nobbins. Get over it. But he's my favorite ginger. Man like LB is in the building. How you doing, LB?
Yo, big up, bro. Bro, I on your channel the other day, yeah? And you had a green screen on, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Are you going professional now? You know,
Yeah, we're going professional now.
You're leaving us. You're leaving us. You want to be the professional guy, yeah?
There you are.
So
I can't elevate my channel.
Are you being funded by the big YouTube corporations or what? What's going on there? Explain.
I mean, I doubt Sky Sports would ask me on, considering the fact I live in Jordan, LB.
Zoom, bro. You ever Zoom?
There you are. I have, but when I did go on TV, I did use Zoom. So
chat. So Husam is now funded by big media.
I'm not funded by anyone.
He's funded by big media, man. He's left us all. He thinks he's too big for us now, innit? You know what I mean? First of all, he calls his channel Don Husam, and now he's funded by big media. That's all cool. You do what you gotta do, bro.
It's all fake news. I'm not funded by anyone. You get me? And I'm just Husam from Jordan, innit? I'm a humble man from the.
That's what
mountain.
he's contractually obliged to tell everyone, chat.
Can you stop it? Can you stop it? Because people will believe this shit now. Don't go there, please. Please don't go there. Anyway, big up to you, LB. Big up to you. This is all to deflect from the fact that you couldn't beat Inter at home. You know this, right?
Big media.
Yeah, there you are. There you are. There you are. Anyway, joining us next on the channel, you get me. Northside couldn't make it today. So, sometimes you have to get, someone to match a certain level of shamelessness. And I feel like LB today will have a completely different stream to what he usually has, because with Northside, it's a completely different thing. He's making his return because I haven't seen him on YouTube in a while. And big up to him for joining us as well. The man, the myth, the legend, man like Daud is in the building. How you doing, Daud, man?
Hello. How you guys doing? You guys all right?
Alhamdulillah,
No green screen there. Real one.
No green screen for me. No.
This is not a green screen behind me, LB.
No, not today. Today, yeah, you're only on watch.
Yeah, so if I put a watch along with and I put myself in a studio, that's a listen. Let me cook, man.
Yeah.
So fraudulent. How you doing, Daud?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't done a YouTube live stream in a probably since last season. So it's been quite a while. But yeah, happy to be back. Hopefully my camera's all right. It's not lagging too much. I'm trying to sort out. But yeah, happy to be back. And yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Big up to all of you guys. Listen, already 400 people in here. Let's get the likes up, subscribe, all that good stuff. So there is only one place to start. Only one place to start. And that is at the Etihad last night when we saw what we saw. Manchester City against Inter Milan. Internazionale. Big up Jimmy Carragher. LB, talk to me. What happened, Man City?
What happened is we didn't even play that well and had the best chances of the game. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty content with it. We got a point. 8 games in the league. We got a point. Probably our hardest game. You know what I mean? I had a discussion with some City fans yesterday about whether that was our hardest game at the league phase. We have Juventus away, PSG away, but I still think that Milan is harder than them, even though it's at home. And yeah, we didn't play particularly well. But we still created 4 golden opportunities. And unfortunately, we didn't take any of them. So a little bit frustrating. We could have got the win. Juventus and Inter Milan had a couple of chances as well at the other end, innit? But like at the end of the day, I don't think we played particularly well. We still had the best chances of the game. So it's what it is. I'll take the point. We'll move on. I'm not really asked about finishing top of the league or whatever. I just want to be in the top 8. So yeah, I'm not really that that arsed, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
I was just going to say about that Man City game. I watched it as well, and I think it's obviously very, very early in the season. There isn't much right now. There's not too much jeopardy. So I think there's not players are slowly finding their way into the season. And not Napoli, Inter Milan, their midfield. If you've got a great midfield, cheers, Daniel, appreciate it. If you've got a great midfield, then you can actually find a way of getting through that Man City press. With their Cananolu, with their Barella, they're top midfielders, great technicians, and they found a way to get out of that press. So that's one thing a lot of teams might not be able to, because I saw Ipswich when they faced Man City, they tried to play that playing out the back, and Man City caught them with that press, and they scored 3 goals in like 5 minutes against Ipswich. Even Brentford did it for the first half, but you can't sustain that kind of level if you don't have top class players. And I think with Napoli, they've sustained it majority of the game. I think they had great chance on the counter attack. I think that's one Man City's. That's one of their weaknesses, is that you can get them on their counter attack because of the amount of players that they push up the pitch. And Thuram, he had amazing chances, and he's not a top striker. And I think if they had like a proper top striker up there that could actually do something and can actually cause havoc, they would have at least scored a goal yesterday. So yeah, I think Man City, they'll always play the same way. And I think with this new system, especially with playing a much higher line, I think, from previous seasons, and before they've usually started with 4 centre backs, and now I think they're moving away from that. I think it might be early, but I'm not sure if they're going to stick with the 4 centre backs or actually go with actual wing full backs. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'll be honest with you, I'm going to call out LB here. What do you mean you're not arsed? That's a home game, LB. And it's not against Madrid or like Arsenal or Liverpool or like a team that's just unstoppable. It was against Inter Milan. They had a bunch of rejects
Milan
in
are a
their
good
team and
side,
a bunch
bro.
of free agents.
And they're a good team. They've got one of the greatest managers in Europe right now.
You're so shameless. Why are you like this?
What, you think Inzaghi is not top 5 managers in Europe right now?
No, that's not the point. Don't change the argument. I'm saying,
That's
why
what
do you
No. You asked me the question as to say why am I not asked. I said you're playing against a good Inter Milan team with one of the greatest managers in Europe right now. That's the answer to the question.
Yeah, but if you don't finish in the top 8, you're going to play a playoff side.
You think, you think because we drew against Inter Milan 0-0, we're not going to finish in the top 8?
I mean, every bad result matters now.
Bro, this is the thing with this league phase. It don't mean shit, Rev.
How?
Because if you're a decent team, you're probably going to finish top 8 anyway. And even if you don't, you're going to finish in the qualifying. In which case, if you're City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Madrid, Inter Milan, PSG, you're going to beat whoever you get in the next round anyway. These games are just chillers, bro. I'm just sitting back enjoying the ride, me. You think City are not going to qualify for the next round? You think Liverpool are not going to qualify for the next round? You think Arsenal are not going to qualify for the next round? Even if they don't finish in the top 8, they'll still qualify for the next round.
Those things are all possibilities dependent on the results. Nothing's impossible, to be fair.
Yeah, but this is the thing with this league phase, bro. It's calm.
Who else do you play in this league phase? Who do you play?
Bro, we got Slavia Bratislava away. We got Sparta Prague at home. We got Club Brugge at home. We got Sporting Lisbon away. And we got one more game.
Feyenoord at home.
Feyenoord at home.
And then Juve away. You have the easiest fucking fixtures.
Okay, so now you accept why I said I'm not that asked, yeah?
Okay, and this doesn't worry you heading into Sunday?
No. Why would it worry me? Juventus, Inter Milan, a decent team, bro. They got a good manager.
Are you wearing a Venezia shirt, by the way?
Huh? Yeah. You want to see?
You're wearing a Venezia shirt. I thought that was the same shirt that City wore. By the way, that shirt is horrendous. You have to be honest.
Oh, bro, it's over commercialization of the game. Yeah, don't get me started on that, bro. I'll be here for 2 hours.
Please don't tell me you like that shirt. Please.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The City shirt from yesterday.
It is corporate greed, bro.
Okay, so you don't like it at all.
Bro, they're playing at home and they're playing in a fucking commercial Oasis shirt, bro, to sell more shirts and to get more money, bro. It is everything that is wrong with the modern game. Everything that is wrong with the modern game.
I can't lie to you. Listen, the City shirt, the City kit yesterday was just dreadful. I was like, when I first watched it, of course, because City are playing at home, what am I expecting? I'm expecting the typical shirt, light blue, They're at home, and I'm expecting Inter Milan to be the team that changes their shirt. Lo and behold, they're wearing this yellow fucking shirt, and I'm just sat there going like, "Am I watching Villarreal? What's going on here?"
Because you know what it's like, right? Yeah. All Champions League games, right, for all clubs are not mainly, but there's a lot more tourists at Champions League games, right?
Mhm.
I can tell you this from first-hand experience. That is true. So when there's more tourists, they use this commercial shirt, this commercial like Oasis shirt that they brought out, because that's what it is. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, it's an Oasis like combo kit, right? So then you get all the tourists buying it because I love it. It's all money, man. It's all money, bro. But yeah, bro. Honestly, about yesterday, I'm not asked, man. I thought it was a
You're
pretty
getting
interesting.
called out though. Amir, Arsenal fan, your manager's Pep and Inzaghi is your excuse.
I've not got an excuse. I don't care. I'm not using an excuse because I don't care. The result's a decent result. A point. We win our next 5 games against winnable teams. We're through. Simple as. This is what I'm talking about. This whole league phase, it's a fugazi, bro. It's a big fugazi, bro. It is. It's not real, man. If you're decent, you're going through.
Yeah.
And even if you don't finish in the top 8, right, everyone will go, "Oh, you didn't finish in the top 8," right? And then you'll get drawn against someone like fucking, I don't know, Feyenoord, someone like that, in the round of 16 qualifier, and then you'll beat them, and then guess what? You're in the round of 16 with everyone else. The whole thing is just massively.
The problem is there is 2 extra games though. That is the issue.
Oh, boo-hoo, 2 extra
LB,
games.
the 2 extra games are
my
in January.
God. That
They're
is
in January.
horrendous. That's so
Rodri
bad,
was saying
bro.
the same thing. Why are you acting like Rodri didn't say it? Rodri said it.
But bro, what are you on about? We play games all the time, innit?
No, but Rodri said it, and other Liverpool players said it. They said there are way too many games now. This is a fact.
Yeah, but the problem is, sorry, I think my camera, I can't fix it, but I'll carry on. The problem is these players are not getting forced to play. So when Rodri's complaining, when Alisson's complaining, you know, you've got players on the bench last night. How many international players did you have on the bench yesterday for Man City? You had, you know, players that could replace Rodri, who he didn't have to play 90 minutes, but Pep Guardiola.
Rodri had to play 90 minutes yesterday because he's hardly kicked a ball.
No, but I'm talking about if he's playing too many games, and if there's 2 more games left, if you don't finish the top 8 and you play 2 extra games, Man City, if they don't finish the top 8, for example, and they play 2 extra games, you can play Kovacic in that number 8. You won 4 Premier League games in a row without Rodri, and it's not like you need him now right now. And he's had an extra break where a lot of Man City players, where a lot of other teams haven't been able to do that. Like Phil Foden's had a long break, Rodri's had a long break, Kyle Walker's had a long break, where you've got the squad to do that. No, Arsenal don't have the squad to do that. Liverpool don't have the squad to do that.
Yeah.
You know, Tottenham Hotspur don't have the squad to do that. So when Man City players come out and they say, "Oh, we're playing too many games," or "We're getting tired. This is not fair," it's like, who's forcing you to play these games? You go tell your manager and you tell him, "I need a week off. I need 2 weeks off."
Nah, you're being disingenuous there, bro. Like,
why?
you know this, because you know there's too many games.
Yeah, for the elite. For the
Are you in disagreement with Rodri or agreeing with him? I don't get it.
Me.
Yes, both of you actually.
I think there's way too many games. I think this is
so you agree with my initial point then? Okay.
Scrap the Nations League.
So why did you say boo-hoo when I said there are 2 playoff games in January?
Because it's 2 extra games. My priority is getting rid of the fucking Nations League. F that. No one cares about it, bro.
Listen, international football is worse. I do agree with you, but I think they're taking this because here's the problem, LB. People don't realize this. It's a step-by-step thing. You get me? Like now, it's a group stage with 8 games. Maybe 3 years from now, it's going to be a group stage with 10 games.
Of course it's going to be. Of course it is.
They're going to take it step by step and make it worse consistently for everyone.
Of course it is.
That's why
100%.
Rodri is complaining. That's why Virgil van Dijk is complaining. That's why all the top teams as players are complaining.
Correct.
Like, that's the thing.
100%.
Well, we have to look at it. It's been predominantly Liverpool and Man City players at the moment in the Premier League. It hasn't really been in all the teams because they haven't been able to play that many games. I don't understand from Liverpool players because they've been doing it for the last 8 years, 9 years. They've been playing, you know, every single competition. You've been fighting for 4 trophies for so many years. Man City have been fighting for 4 trophies every single season. So it's only basically Man City players and Liverpool players that are complaining because How many times have Liverpool tried to go for the quad? How many times?
Yeah, but that's
have
because
City
we
tried to
go
for
far
the
in the
quad?
cup competitions now. You can't relate to that,
Yeah,
obviously.
facts.
No,
relate
but
to
what I'm saying is only those two teams have been trying to go for the
I
quad.
can tell
The
you're
rest of the
smiling even
teams,
when you're answering it, even though without
the
saying
rest of the
it. Because
2,000 players.
we go far in the cup competitions, Daud. You don't.
I know,
That's the
but I'm
difference.
saying don't complain then when you're tired. If you want to go for every single competition, don't say I'm tired. What more benefits do you want? Do you want less fixtures? Do you want? I don't understand. Where's the solution? These players, Rodri, Allison, they're not bringing any solutions. They're not saying, oh, there's this solution. Why don't we go for it? All they're doing
Nah,
is just
rude,
complaining.
man. This is waffle, bro. Like, the thing is, because, bro, yeah, they've just added an extra two
Big up
games to
Nazario as
they
well.
just added, an extra 2 games to the Champions League. They're adding a potential more 2 games to the Champions League if you finish in the qualifiers. Then we've got the Club World Cup. I think City last year in the Club World Cup played 3 games, maybe 2 games.
Oh
And
yeah,
now,
the Club World Cup is now a
bro,
group stage
this
thing
is
as well.
now a full knockout tournament, bro. So
Yeah.
the players are right to raise the concern. 100%. Where the reason I say, if you don't finish in the top 8, boo-hoo, is because in the small details, 2 games, and it's in February, not January, bro. Like 2 games
No, it's in
extra.
January.
No. I think it's in January. It's in
Well,
January.
It's in
that's mad because
January.
that's
February
crazy
is when
because,
the knockouts start. So to
bro,
qualify for
not
the
in
knockouts, it
January.
has to be
It's not in
before.
January because we play our match day 8 game on the 29th of January. So it's in February. It has to be in
Oh
February.
my God! So that's even worse then. Do you think? By the way, chat. I want to ask the chat a question. This and you guys as well. Type 1 in the chat if you think UEFA just made their own version of the Super League. Do you think this is Super League but the UEFA version? Just type
It's
1 if you
Super League
genuinely believe.
Light, bro. It's Super League Light.
You know why I believe that? I went back today and yesterday actually as well when I was looking at the table, and I went back to the original Super League stuff from like 3 years ago when they first posted the concept, the idea, right? And it's so fucking similar. Their whole point was every competition we're gonna get Liverpool v Madrid, Inter v City, Bayern v Barcelona, blah blah blah,
Money,
and it's
bro.
happening in front of our very own eyes. So they added 2 extra games, and you know what pisses me off? The Champions League was already the best competition to fucking watch. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. I don't get.
No. But the thing is, though, Husam, right? It was a bit dead, that Champions League. It was a little bit near, and it needed to be.
Tell me, how was it dead?
Because it was just a bit boring, bro. That you played 2.
Yeah, but we still got Inter playing good teams. We still got Bayern playing good teams. You played Madrid.
No. Okay, so no. So yeah, but we played Madrid in the knockout rounds.
But now it's happening in the group stages. That's the fucking
in the group
part.
stages. Now it's happening. Yeah, but this is what they
want
wanted.
the knockout rounds in the group stages. So they want the knockout games in the group stages. So it brings more eyes to the Champions League, and it brings more attention, and they can have more. Look how many goals have been scored in the last on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The amount of goals, the amount of because teams know now is that
a whole lot of goals
you're playing this many games. You don't have to really finish in the top 8 to get into the group stages. In the knockout stages, where a lot of teams are going for it now compared to previous seasons, where if you lose the first 2 games in the group stage, you're struggling to even qualify. So I think teams now, they're adjusting to it, and I think they're going for it now more, and it's going to be more entertaining.
You know when we will feel the repercussions of this? Let me just say one. You know genuinely where we will feel the repercussions of this in a negative way? If one of the big boys end up in the 9 to 24 spot and then they lose out on the playoff and then they get eliminated. That is when everyone will take a step back and go like, yo, maybe this is a shit idea. Like, let's say...
No, because that could have happened.
Okay, I'll give you the example. If Madrid finish 11th,
right,
the playoffs start, Madrid get eliminated, and Madrid aren't in the round of 16, how would you feel about the Champions League with no Madrid in it?
Yeah, but Madrid could have got knocked out of the group stages in the previous format. So it's no different.
No, but that's a lot more unlikely. I tell you why, because pot 1 played pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. Now, pot 1 plays pot 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
No. I think it's more likely because in the old system, yeah, in the old system you had to finish in the top 2, right? 30 you went into Europa League.
Group, yep.
Now all you have to do is just finish in the top 8, and even if you don't do that, you still get another lifeline.
Yes. Fair enough. Okay, I accept that.
I think if you don't qualify,
it's more entertaining. 100%. It's more.
Bro, if you don't qualify for the round of 16 in this format, you're just shit. Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Us, we create content, LB. Me and you, we do watch alongs. Obviously, I would rather watch Inter Milan versus Man City, Atalanta versus Arsenal, Liverpool versus Milan, than watch Madrid versus Celtic. Obviously.
Yep.
So that part of it, I agree with. Essentially, you get more entertainment. But
Essentially,
we're just talking about the part where you're getting more games. Now, in the long run, who benefits from playing more games? Real Madrid, Manchester City, the best of the best, not us, because we can't compete with the squad depths of Man City or Madrid or anything. Neither can Daud. So this is the thing. But anyway,
I was gonna
I
say,
just want to touch on yesterday's game because I want to kind of relate it to this whole thing. First of all, there's 600 people watching us. Big up to all of you guys. Shout out to Amir for the super chats as well. Mods, let's keep pushing the likes. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP. Big up everyone who's locked in. So the reason why I asked you about Inter Milan yesterday is, look, Inter Milan have shown a blueprint. Because people might say Inter Milan, in my opinion, parked the bus yesterday. I don't think Inter Milan parked the bus because they played out from the back. When Sommer got the ball, they didn't hoof it. They played out from the back. Bisek and Darmian would get the ball, or Bastoni would get the ball. So they were playing out from the back. And they were able to cut through your defense. I think I disagree with your initial statement, which is that Manchester City had the more dangerous chances. I actually think Inter Milan had dangerous chances as well. At the end is where you kind of cooked a little bit with, like when Foden came on and stuff. You don't think that this Inter Milan, essentially blueprint could work for the Arsenal game this Sunday if Arsenal do the same stuff?
it wouldn't work as well because
How?
I think Inter Milan are a better counter-attacking side than Arsenal.
Mhm.
So
no way. No way you
Yeah.
actually think that.
yeah, I do. They have way more
With-
pace on the break. They have way more pace on the break. than you.
They had Taram and Turam, them two strikers up front,
Taremi.
is a
And
better
Taremi.
attacking threat than Arsenal's.
I didn't say attacking threat. You completely changed what I just said. I said they're a better counter-attacking side. You have better clinical players, but that's not what I said. I said they're a better counter-attacking side. They had so much pace on the break. They had Barella in midfield, who'd be your best midfielder if you walked into your team, by the way. And I think they are a better counter-attacking side. I didn't say they're a better attacking threat than you, but you're not gonna attack us. You're gonna sit back.
Who's
I would
where do you
sorry
get-
to be the bearer of bad news. When you go away to the San Siro against Inter Milan, you're losing. I hope you know this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I don't
Is-
know why people like. Do you guys actually not watch other leagues every now and then? You really think Inter Milan is dead? Inter Milan is very good. They're not dead.
Where did I say they were dead?
No, I'm talking to Daud because he.
Oh,
thinks
sorry.
he's-
I thought
No,
you said
no,
you-
Yeah,
no,
he
no.
thinks he's gonna win at the San Siro. You're not
I
gonna
didn't
beat
say that. I
Inter
didn't
Milan.
say that. I didn't say that. Your statement was that they'll comfortably beat us, and there's people in the comments saying that we'll get destroyed. We don't get destroyed by the best team in Europe by
No,
Man
I'm
City.
not saying they're comfortably beat you or you get destroyed. I think they will win though.
I'm not saying we're gonna win. I'm saying it's gonna be a tight game where we've got the best defense in Europe. Everyone can agree on that. In the past, I'd say 12 months, comfortably we've been the best defense in Europe. Hardly any team can get past us.
Okay.
And if people are struggling to get past us, where you'll see on Sunday as well, where people just think I'm also gonna sit back, play for a corner, play for a set piece, and win 1-0. When you've got 6 players missing from your first team, and you lose that kind of attacking threat, and you know that team can't get past you defensively, what more can you criticize Arsenal for? And it's like Inter Milan. I watched them yesterday. Their attack will not cause any havoc to our defense. I'm sorry.
But Lautaro didn't start though. That's their best.
Oh,
that's their-
Lautaro. Let's come on. Let's not talk about Lautaro. Lautaro is a good player. He's a
Lataro's
good player.
Lataro's a
Okay.
really good striker. He's so underrated, man. He's so underrated.
He's
Oh
okay. He's
my
not part of the
God,
elite.
man.
He is not part of the elite.
He's-
I'm sorry. Lautaro Martinez.
Well, it depends
is not part of
what
the
you
elite.
class in as elite. Haaland, Isak. That's it, isn't it? Really?
You're saying? Are you
Kane.
telling me he's top 5 in Europe? Lautaro.
Well, you got Kane, Isak, and Haaland as for me top 3. He's probably in the bracket below that. So yeah, probably he's in the argument. He's up there.
I'm even saying.
I don't get
Alvarez.
Arsenal fans. You know one thing I want to say? I predict Arsenal to win the league this season. A lot of people say you're twerking for Arsenal. People say, oh, you're going to watch your team today. You cannot genuinely say on a reel that you really think you're better than Inter Milan to begin with in the Champions League.
We'll see. We'll see.
Daud, that's not an answer. We'll see.
No,
It's not an answer.
no. We'll see, because Inter Milan, I watched them. They got a great midfield, but defensively, they have to play 5 defenders, probably 6, to hold out for a draw. We don't need to do that.
Yeah, but that's away at the Etihad. You're gonna do the same thing.
And that's just their style. That's Inzaghi's style, bro.
But they're not doing that at home. You think Inter Milan?
Yeah, at home they're gonna play football against you.
And you're telling me we won't be able to take them on the counter attack with Saka on the right, with
Nazario
on
is
the left.
seething. I'm sorry, Nazario. I'm sorry, Nazario. He's seething. I know Nazario. He's mad right now listening to all this. He's probably a bit. Think it, Daud, my brother. When it comes to Champions League, wallahi, don't talk, because you cannot say you're gonna go to the San Siro and get a result. You know you're not gonna get a result. If you're telling me you're going to San Siro to play AC Milan, I'll be like, yes, because they're crap. But Inter have a very good side. Yeah, yesterday they troubled Manchester City in their own backyard, kept a clean sheet without even starting Lautaro. Yeah, they didn't even start. Did you see the players that they brought on yesterday? Mkhitaryan, Zelinski's a free agent, Taremi's a free agent, Marcus Thuram is a free agent. Darmian was playing yesterday. You know how old Acherbi is? 36.
Yeah, but Darmian was defending against who? Against who? Jack
Against Grealish?
on that left, on the right hand side.
Against Grealish.
Yeah, but Grealish is not the fastest player. He's not gonna turn you inside out. He's not gonna run in the channels. He's the type of guy who'll get the ball to feet. He'll do a few step overs, not even step overs. He'll do a few dribbles in front of you and he'll pass it back to the fullback. And that's Grealish for the past 3 years. So if you're a right back, you don't know when does Grealish ever cook a right back? Someone please tell me, when has he ever cooked a right back? He never does. He's more of a guy that wins free kicks. He wins fouls. He does that link-up play when the teams play a bit open football. He's good at his press resistance, where you can't get the ball off him. But does he ever really get past you? Nah, not really. So Damian had a good game, but if you're playing an out-and-out winger, I can actually get past you. I think Damian would have had a tough game. He had an easy game yesterday, and I think Inter Milan are a good team. Defensively, they're good. They can keep the ball, but offensively, if you're telling me that they're going to turn our defense apart, then I don't. Because if you've seen our stats away from home, Husam, away from home in 2024, we played 10 games, we've conceded 3 goals, and we haven't been behind once. 0 minutes in 10 away Premier League games in 2024. We haven't trailed once. You know how insane that is? Not one team has taken the lead against us in 10 away Premier League games. So we're going to City away on Sunday, and I doubt we're going to lose that game. So, like Inter Milan, they're good, but like you're overhyping them like they're one of the best teams in Europe. They're good, but they're not beating us. I'm sorry.
So when you say they're not one of the best teams in Europe, like what actually? I rank Inter in the top 5 of their favorites for Champions League.
Above Arsenal?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, above Arsenal.
Who you got in your top 5?
Madrid, City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool.
Oh my!
This is the Champions League, Dawood. How can you say, oh my God, when I mentioned the 6-time Champions League winner? Wallahi, have some shame, ya akhi. Ya akhi, have some shame, ya akhi, have some shame. Ya akhi, have some shame, ya akhi, have some shame. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this, Dawood? Don't start this fraudulence. I've listed this with the red ribbons. You fucking see Liverpool winning the Champions League with Jerzy Dudek and Jimmy Traore and Milan Baros. We beat Dida and Nesta and Maldini. Have some shame. How can you say, oh my God, when you hear Liverpool? Have some shame. Where is your shame?
Do people? I know you have because you're a Liverpool fan. Do people really have? I'm being I'm not trolling. Do people really have Liverpool above Arsenal to win the Champions League this season?
Yeah, I would have them above you.
One in the chat.
Liverpool with
number one in the chat.
With Jota as their number 9.
Better than Arsenal in the Champions League. Number 1.
Say that again.
I'm asking the chat. You ask them, right? 1 in the chat if you think Liverpool are better in the Champions League than Arsenal. Number 1 in the chat. I just want to see who believes this. Well, I have some shame. Yeah,
I put Liverpool slightly above Arsenal just because they have the DNA of winning Champions League, which I think is very important. Having that winning experience Yeah, I mean, City took ages to win it because we've never won it. I think we'll win more in the future now quicker because we've won it. Once you've won it, you know how to get across the line. They've got Mohamed Salah, which is one of the greatest football players we've ever seen. And he will carry the team through as well. I think having someone like Alisson, you know what I mean, is massive in Champions League. So yeah, I would put, obviously when you had Klopp, it was a lot, it was clear. I would still put Liverpool slightly above Arsenal.
When teams play a low block, if Inter Milan faced Liverpool instead of City yesterday, you think Liverpool are capable of breaking that defense? That Inter Milan defense with the attack force that you have right now.
You just shat on Inter Milan, and now you're telling, can Liverpool break down the defense? The reason why your question is fraudulent is because even Man City couldn't break down the defense yesterday. Inter Milan is a tough side to beat.
If City can't, I'm saying Liverpool have no chance of breaking that defense because Liverpool, for me, with the attacking threat that you have, if Salah doesn't turn up, if he doesn't have a crucial part in your team winning that game, you're not winning the game, Husam. I'm sorry, you're not winning those games because
Habibi, Salah has scored at the San Siro against both clubs. He's gotten GA at the Allianz. Salah has done it at the Etihad. The point is, in the Champions League, you need difference makers, yeah. And at the same time, you're talking about if Salah turns up. Who's going to break down Inter from Arsenal?
Yeah, I was going to say this, bro. Like, who's breaking down your team?
Tell me.
Do you know what it is? It's like we're Arsenal fans. We're used to the disrespect for our team. We're used to it because, like, what more can we do? What more can we do than what we've shown the last 2 years? It's like we get treated like a team that's like a Tottenham. We get treated like a, you know,
but you've not won anything. When you win stuff, that's when you start to get the praises. You want us to sit here, right? Inter Milan won the league again last year, right? They got to a Champions League final a few years ago, and you want us to say Arsenal, who've won nothing in the last 4 years.
The problem with the new Champions League format. The problem with the new Champions League format is that you won't get no underdogs get into the final. You won't get a Borussia Dortmund get into the final because the way that it's formatted now is that it's more likely the bigger teams will face the smaller teams. Before it was you can get a Dortmund when they get to the final. How many tough games did they really have to get to the final? How many did they face Real Madrid? Did they face an Inter Milan?
You are correct in terms of the draw because you might draw easier teams, but don't change the topic. I'm talking. The topic. I'm saying, yeah, Habibi, we're talking about if you go to the San Siro, you think you can get a result? How? Explain it.
I don't understand how that's being shameless. If I'm saying going to San Siro, we're gonna get a result. That's not me being shameless. If that's on you guys for downplaying how good we are. I think that's something that we
I'm not downplaying. I think you're like the 7th best team in Europe, which is when there's 36. And I think that's a compliment. When there's 36 teams in the competition, nah, bro, it is. When there's 36 teams in the competition, and to say that you're the 7th best team in Europe, especially when you've never won the trophy, I think that's quite a compliment, man. And so when you start, when you start winning stuff,
that is crazy. Being the 7th best team in Europe.
I think you're probably the 7th best team in Europe, yeah, or the 7th favorite to win it, yeah.
Who's your 6th above Arsenal?
Me?
Yeah.
I have obviously City, Real Madrid. This is no particular order, yeah. Liverpool, Inter Milan, Bayern. What was the team then? Maybe I just forgot the other fucking team.
Juve, Atletico, who?
Atletico. Yeah, I put Atletico above them.
Yeah, I hear it. You know, Daud, honestly, I back Arsenal to win the Premier League, but when it comes to Champions League, you know this is not your bread and butter, Habibi. It's not.
And not once did I say we're going to win the Champions League. Not once did I say we're going to win the Champions League. I never said that once. But the way everyone's downplaying Arsenal is that we're going to, as soon as we face a tough team, people are spamming Barcelona as well. People are saying if we face Barcelona in the last 16, we're getting cooked. Okay, if you think that, then we'll see. Because if the way I see my team, the way I see the way we play, and how many games that we've had to prove ourselves, because I know so many seasons where people have thought this Arsenal team's not going to improve, they're not going to get better. We've gone better and better and better. The last five seasons, we've had more points than the previous season. we've gone better than the previous season. And we're not stopping. We're getting better and better. And if you don't think we're capable of beating teams like Inter Milan, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid.
No, I think you're capable. No, bro, sorry. No, let me clarify. I think you're capable of beating them. But when you're asking me to rank the teams, yeah, in a straight up, I think that's where I'd put you, bro. But there's no doubt on your day. The fact is, bro, you played Bayern Munich last year. Yeah, got knocked out by Bayern Munich. Is that facts?
I know, but that was some of their play. Some majority of our play. That was their first time in the Champions League. Their first time in the Champions League.
So you just think after second year, you just expect us to go Arsenal, third best team in Europe? Come on, bro.
I didn't say that. I'm saying that you can't expect players that have never played Champions League football to somehow find a way of winning the Champions League. Like when we bottled the season when we didn't win the league, the players never knew how it felt.
But you can in the second year. But you're saying to me, in the second year, it's completely fine.
We didn't bottle in the second season.
No. You just said last year was the first year back in the Champions League, no?
Yeah.
But so you're saying last year it would be unfair to suggest that Arsenal could go and win the league or bottle it or do anything like that.
Last season it was unrealistic for Arsenal fans to think we can win the Champions League next season. Last season.
Okay. It's unrealistic in the first year. But now you're telling me, but in the second year, it's completely reasonable. Yeah, in the second year being back in the Champions League to put Arsenal above Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, all these teams who have been Champions League.
I didn't say that. I never.
But you questioning my ranking.
I said Arsenal in the top 5. I didn't say top 3. I didn't say we're the third favourites to win it.
So who's above who's above Arsenal then? Your ranking?
That would, if we got into a two-legged tie against a Real Madrid, we're losing. We'll get a two-legged tie, I think, against Man City. I think we're losing. And are you talking about a one-off game or two-legged tie?
Well, I just wanted you to rank the numbers, bro. I can't.
Yeah, just listen. I give the top 5,
just
and Albi give the top 5. Give yours.
Just the favourites. Who do you think is the favourite?
I think for me it's City, Real Madrid, and I'd put
say it, bro.
I put Bayern 3rd, and I put Arsenal 4th, and I put Liverpool 5th. I think that's my top 5.
So wait. Who's 3rd again?
Bayern.
I put Arsenal 4th, and I put Liverpool 5th.
So you put yourself above Liverpool, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona.
Yes. But you talk about Barcelona as being comfortably ahead of us. How many times did Barcelona not even get out of the group stage? How many times did Barcelona not? When was the last time Barcelona were an actual Champions League favourites? Since Messi left Barcelona, these lot ain't been that good. Let's not hype Barcelona like they're comfortably beat us. Okay, let's relax, man. They struggled last season to even. They had a comfortable first. They did well in the first leg against PSG. They should have won their second leg, but they found a way of bottling that game. Previous seasons, what happened? They couldn't even get out of the group stage. So let's not talk about Barcelona as being one of the elite teams. Okay, let's be a bit careful there.
Listen, I love this energy. I'm here for it.
I'll always back my team.
His club, you get me, but that is very delusional because we just saw Arsenal beat Porto on penalties. Liverpool Football Club in the Champions League gave Porto on aggregate like 7-1, 8-1. Like
Husam, what did I say? That was our first season in the Champions League. Let's not talk about.
So second season versus first season, the difference is not going to be that massive. Yeah.
It's a massive difference.
One more season of experience.
You know, the players like Saka never played Champions League football. Martinelli never played Champions League football. Martin Odegaard hasn't really played Champions League football. Declan Rice never played Champions League football. Our back four, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, David Raya, never played Champions League football. And these players now, they've got a full season of Champions League football. This season, they know how Champions League football. And tonight, when we play against Atalanta, Liverpool got cooked last season in the Europa League against Atalanta.
Yeah, but that's Europa League. It doesn't count.
No, it does count because I remember you guys were hyped. I remember that video.
Using your logic, then they played European football because they got cooked by Villarreal.
When you drew against Atalanta, what were you saying?
I cannot do this, honestly.
What were you saying? You were saying, comfortable. This is an easy game, okay? So Atalanta, we'll show you tonight, Husam, how to beat Atalanta. We'll show you how to beat them. We'll
My
go there
brother, can
tonight.
you show me how you won a Champions League?
No,
I can show you.
don't worry about that right now.
The thing is,
You
though,
know,
yeah,
you know
you
the
say
signed
it's
shirt. You know who signed this shirt? Luis Garcia.
Champions
05.
League. I can't speak about Champions League. We never won it. I can't. We're not in that.
Yeah,
bracket.
okay. So be humble then. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
The thing is, though, as well, yeah, you spoke about like Saka. That was his first year in the Champions League. Like you could say the same like with Yamal, innit? Like Yamal's now cooking. You know what I mean?
No,
And
but
they've
he's got
got
experience around him. If you've got experience around you and players like Lewandowski, you got players like Gundogan who have won the Champions League. Come on, that's completely different to having. The only player we had was I think it was Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz.
now, but I'm
That-
talking about this year. Like Yamal's now a year older. They've got Dani Olmo in there. Like they're playing well, man. And they've got the
I
DNA.
like
They've
them.
won it
I like
before.
them. I like them. I didn't say we're going to comfortably beat them, but I'm saying with the team that we have, the squad that we have, we should be able to beat Barcelona.
Mm.
And these statements shouldn't be like, I don't know why these statements are like people thinking they're crazy statements. Because if you've got Arsenal favourites, Husam, to win the Premier League, if I'm saying we're the top 4 favourites to win the Champions League, that's not crazy.
You know what? You know what it is, yeah, for me, is like I remember when we first got in the Champions League, right, in like 2010 or whatever, yeah. And like I remember looking at like the Champions League thinking, yo, we'll win this within like a year, 2 years, 3 years. Nah, for real, bro. I was like, we're gonna fucking win this. We're sick, mate. And then after years and years and years of not winning it, I realized that Champions League is different, bro. Like you can have a sick team, you can have a sick manager, but like to win the Champions League is tough. It's really tough, man. You know what I mean? And just because you're a good team don't mean you can win it. You've got to find something else. Like it's a weird competition. It is a weird
And you need
competition, man.
luck, and you need clutchness, and you so much. When we won the Champions League, Divock Origi for some reason became our clutch player. Mo Salah was on fire. Mane was on fire. Firmino was unbelievable. Fabinho was unbelievable. That was probably Henderson's best or second best. Like everyone contributed. When you win a Champions League, everyone contributes. This is the thing. Like when Man City won it, Rodri contributed. Haaland contributed. Bernardo contributed. Gundogan contributed. You could go on and on and on with a list of players. Like that's the thing. Winning the Champions League, it ain't easy. Big up to Nintpal says, you see why I hate Arsenal? They never won anything for 4 years and they disrespect Champions League heritage. You know what? I'm gonna make this announcement now. On my watch along later, I wanted to support Arsenal because I hate Atalanta. But you know what, Daud? Honestly, you're making me turn.
It'll be a quick watch along. I know the hate watch along. It'll be quick because for me, I'm not worried tonight. I think I trust my players. I trust my team. I trust my manager. I think we should go to Atalanta tonight and win.
Do you think he's going to play a strong team, or you reckon he's going to rotate? Because you've only got like 3 days recovery in it.
Yeah, because I think fixtures always favourite Man City. I think Man City play a day earlier than us.
See the Arsenal fan base, yeah? They are the
No,
most...
I'm being serious.
No,
Whoever did these
you have the
fixtures-
most victim mentality of any fan base I've ever encountered in football. I've seen Arsenal fans tweeting about the referee for the City game last week.
It's not fair. You played it. You played it. You
It's
played
not
it.
fair, bro.
You've got an extra day at rest. You played at home where we have to travel to Italy. Okay, tough travel to Italy. Play against Atalanta. Come back 12 a.m. wherever, and then they won't have enough sleep because they'll have to recover the next day. Recover on Friday. They've got 1 day training on Saturday. Then they'll have to travel from London to Manchester. Okay, and then. Like all we're doing in the next 3 days is just traveling, and if
this is what it's like to be a big club, bro. This is where you should remember this from 2005.
We're not complaining. We're not complaining about fatigue. We're not complaining about too many games. Okay, where our manager, our players not complaining. They're getting it done with. Arteta, he didn't complain about Mikel Merino being injured. He didn't complain about Odegaard being injured. He didn't complain. He just said we just have to deal with it, and. We're going to deal with it. We're going to hopefully beat Atalanta, come back, train for 1 day, face Man City, where Man City are obviously going to be, on it because that Man City Arsenal rivalry is a bit more feistier than the Liverpool Man City one. That was more of a buddy rivalry. That was more like, best mates and stuff. But we'll see how it goes on Sunday.
Honestly, listen, I'm not going to say shit. Listen, love you, Daud. Love your energy. So if Arsenal don't have enough experience in the Champions League, why are you rating them above Liverpool, Barcelona, Inter, etc.? There's a question for you, Daud.
I think Champions League heritage is a real thing, but I think it only includes Champions League heritage with certain clubs. I think certain clubs carry that aura where you face them and you think, okay, we've got no chance. Okay, I think teams like Barcelona, Inter Milan, they've won the Champions League, but you don't see them regularly getting into finals. When was the last time Barcelona were in a semi-final? Where they were in a final? When was Inter Milan in a final 2 seasons ago? But that was the first time in how many years? And it's like, yeah, Liverpool for me. If Liverpool had,
Habibi, the last time you were in a final, Thierry Henry was a football player. He's a pundit now.
No,
Bro.
what I'm trying to say is Champions League heritage and experience only counts for certain clubs. Because if you're saying, oh, if you have to win the Champions League, Arsenal will be 15 favourites.
So you're telling me Champions League music, if you were at Anfield, Wednesday night, you're telling me your players won't be shitting themselves? Come on, Daud. Daud?
Yeah.
Yes?
I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
You are old enough to have seen when we drew Arsenal in the Champions League and you had a much better team than us and we still beat you.
I think, no, but yeah, Liverpool, I think if we avoid them, if we avoid Liverpool, I think we'll have a great chance. I think if we avoid Liverpool, Real Madrid and Man City, I think the rest we're capable of beating.
Bit delusional, not gonna lie, but should be optimistic. Come on, you got us. Terence, you can be optimistic, but being optimistic versus being delusional is 2 different worlds, Habibi. You get me? But Daud brought out the truth at the end. He's like, he went from, we're above Liverpool. He's like, we should not avoid Liverpool. I'm like, okay, just say that from the start then, you know? This is not the Premier League. It's not about getting the 3 points. You know, this is the UEFA Champions League, the champions. There's a completely different competition, man. Like,
No, but I think, do you know what it is? One advantage to us is because of the format's different now. I think the format's different, and I think the Champions League, it might benefit us. I think if we can somehow find a way of finishing in the top 8, I think we should be able to with the games that we have. We should be, have enough time, and I think we should be all right in the Champions League. I think the Champions League, because it's a new format, and I think because everything just changed now, the amount of games players are playing, Man City are playing, multiple competitions again. I think, we'll see how it goes. And I think this season we have to win a trophy. I think this season we have to win a trophy. This season, if we don't win a trophy, I think this is a massive failure. And I think
this you've got a problem with that though, Daud, yeah, because this is for me where Arteta's gone wrong. I spoke about this before, yeah. Is because if he wins like a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, it's not really good enough, is it, in your 5th year? This is why I think Arteta made a mistake in previous years, not targeting those domestic cups. Like on year 5, spending 750 mil, you need to be targeting Prem or Champions League. Now, I'm not saying you can't win the Prem or Champions League. Maybe you can. But, yeah, if Arsenal finish 2nd and win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, is that good enough? I mean, I don't know. I'm not an Arsenal fan. It's up to you guys to decide. But I just think that this is where I think Arteta has really got it wrong over the years in not targeting those domestic cups.
I think criticizing Arteta right now, I think it's a bit. I think only rival fans will do that because they're finding negative.
Well, you think that's a bad statement? You think that's a controversial statement?
I think if we win the Carabao Cup, win the FA Cup, and we finish 2nd, but we just miss out on winning the league by a point again, I think that's still a positive season. I think that's not.
Sorry, you said that cup double. You did the cup double. Is that what you just said?
No, I said if we win an FA Cup or a League Cup, or whatever, we win a trophy, but we lose a title by a point or 2 points. I think that's still progression.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying it's a bad season. I'm just saying, is it enough? This is why, for me, I think he should have targeted these competitions in year 2, year 3, even last year, rather than in year 5. That's my own view on it. But
there's another question for you, Sam, Madrid fan. Okay, Daud, if you play us or City in the Champions League final, will you win it or not?
No.
Wow, we finally got there.
We have Champions League heritage.
Yes, let's go.
I mentioned the teams that we won't, if we face them in the Champions League, won't be able to beat them. I mentioned those teams, and I think the teams I did mention that we are capable of beating, like Inter Milan, like a Barcelona, like Atletico Madrid, like a Borussia Dortmund, that's not me being delusional. And if we don't have a chance of beating these teams, or an equal chance of beating these teams, then you're downplaying how good we are. That's all I'm saying. Nothing about that is delusional.
Okay. Listen, on that note, one final club to talk about. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please, guys, like and subscribe. This has been one hell of a stream. We're going to be talking about my club, Liverpool Football Club now. Big up to all of you guys. As my guy Will says, guys, we're literally almost at 300 likes. So let's get there. Everyone, please hit the like button. Everyone, please subscribe. Liverpool, Daud, LB. Everyone knows my opinions already, obviously, because it's my channel and I talk about my football club. But I want to ask LB, what do you think of the AC Milan performance after what happened at Forest, since we last spoke? What do you think?
You guys got absolutely cooked for 5 minutes. I thought for the first 5 minutes, you guys looked a little rattled, and then you guys just took control. Mohamed Salah, bro, this guy is different, man. I know, how old is he now? 31, 32?
Yeah.
Like, you got to get this guy signed up to a new contract.
Yeah.
Like, he destroyed AC Milan. Even Gakpo, man, like I don't rate this guy at all. Like, I think he's a pretty average player, but even he cooked as well, man. He was moving mad.
He did.
So listen, I can't lie, man. I've been pretty impressed with Liverpool. I mean, I think the Forest game. Listen, shit happens, innit? You know what I mean? Like I've said, Liverpool are not going to win the league anyway. So you're going to finish third. Like I think that is, for me, for Liverpool fans, you've got a pretty stress-free season because you ain't winning the league. You're probably not going to win the Champions League. Probably not. You'll finish third. Maybe win a cup.
News today, LB?
What news?
Zubimendi regrets his decision and wants Liverpool to come back for him in January.
Of course, he regrets his decision. He's an idiot.
If we get Zubimendi, would you be more worried about this Liverpool side?
No.
You wouldn't.
In January, you mean?
Yes.
No. Not this season. I think it's going to take more than a year. I think, swaps coming in. It's going to take more than a year for you guys to be properly challenging. But yeah, like I say, I think you guys are in pretty stress-free season. You guys should enjoy the ride, enjoy the football, enjoy the highs and the lows. And if you can pick up a cup in his first year, I think that's amazing. And that'd be a fantastic achievement. But you guys blended up AC Milan, man. Like you made them look trash. Were they actually trash, or did you just make them look trash? I don't know. But yeah, man, like I said, I've been pretty impressed with Liverpool.
AC Milan, I think, are a very, very poor team. I think, seeing how good Liverpool are, I think they'll need to face a proper team in the Champions League just to see how much further they've progressed. Because the team that I think people got a bit too excited about Liverpool and trying for the title when the teams that they faced in the first 3 games. And I think with Liverpool, no one really knows until I think we get to about Christmas. I think that's when we'll really know how good they are and because Arne Slot, for me, is a good manager, but you can't tell. Liverpool fans have to be honest and say, was he their first choice signing as a manager? No. Was he, even in the top 5 manager that they wanted? No.
Yeah, but Arteta wasn't first choice.
No. But what I'm saying is that Arteta needed time to get us fans on his side. I think with Liverpool fans, I think they got a bit too excited with Arne Slot and thought, okay, the good days are still here. But I think you're going to have ups and downs all season. I think Liverpool are going to have games where they're absolutely amazing and they're, turning teams apart. Because if you play expansive football against Liverpool, they'll open you up so easily. I think with teams, they'll notice if you play a low block against Liverpool and if you can hit them on the transition, especially with no holding midfielder that can sniff, teams on the transition, that's when you can get at Liverpool. And I think, Zubimendi, I think that was a crazy decision, him not going to Liverpool. I think Liverpool don't have a midfielder that can sniff out counter-attacks that other teams have. And I think with McAllister and
Gravenberch has been impressive, to be fair, this season.
Going forward, yes.
He has been.
But I think if Liverpool can hold on and stay in the top 3 in the league, and I think they do well in the Champions League, they'll have to go for holding midfielder in January. Because if they don't, that is a massive disadvantage to them to winning a trophy this season.
Yeah, this is all facts, man. This is all facts. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think Liverpool have been all right. I feel like they've impressed me. Even the Forest loss, I don't really read too much into that. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, every team plays trash now and again. You know what I mean? And that's going to happen a few times under Arne's slot. Like, it's his first season. You think he's just going to come in and just have a sixth season and just smash everyone? Nah, there will be some games where you play trash. I mean, Pep Guardiola's first season, I'm sure Klopp's first season, you had some trash games. So that's why, for me, I'm looking at like more the second year for Arne's slot, man. If I was slot, yeah, I'd be targeting the FA Cup, man. If you can win the FA Cup, yeah, if you can, yeah, both of them. If you can target those domestic cups, finish third, see what happens in the Champions League, yeah, I think, you know, that'd be a great.
Thing is, for us, I'll be honest, we need difficult teams to draw each other. We're that type of club right now. Like, we need Madrid v City. We need that type. I don't want us. City, obviously, listen, even LB would say it. Listen, I don't like. He wouldn't like to play an all-English side in a Champions League knockout stage. It's the shittest thing. Like, it's not, because a lot of the time the team that's not as good as the other team would actually win, to be fair. And we've done it as well. And even 17-18, Oxlade-Chamberlain, he can hit one. Oh, he can hit one. So we've done that before. But yeah, we need difficult teams to draw each other. Jay says, dude, when LFC missed out on the league, we won the Champions League. That is progress when you spend that kind of money. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, in this current side, Alisson is a Champions League winner. Trent is a Champions League winner. Van Dijk, Robertson, Mo Salah is a Champions League winner. There is a bunch of players in this team who have even made it all the way in both competitions, and that makes a difference. As we saw last season, this is not an agenda, this is fact. As we saw last season with Arsenal in the Champions League, I mean, to be fair, Arsenal penalties against Porto, and they got knocked out by Bayern Munich, who didn't even win the league and didn't even finish second, they finished third. So yeah, that's my thing. Listen, Jay, I'll tell you this from a Liverpool fan perspective. If by January 1st, directly we go sign Zubimendi and then shit changes. Then maybe I change my energy a little bit. But as of today, I think City will win the Champions League and Arsenal will win the Premier League. That's honestly what I believe. So
yeah, and hopefully that happens. Hopefully that happens, because
I don't think listen, for us, we're probably gonna win a Carabao Cup, maybe FA Cup, dependent on draws, shit like that. But we ain't ready to win one of the two big boys. Let's just put it that way. And the reason why I go City over Madrid is the Mbappe curse. You know, maybe Mbappe is cursed. Maybe Mbappe is cursed. It's a possibility. I mean, only time will tell. But look, we will see what happens this season. It's a step-by-step thing. It's a process, you know. So yeah, but going away to AC Milan winning 3-1 is not something that should be like just dismissed like it's a nothing thing. No, like we actually went there. We won the game 3-1 after being down 1-0 so quick, and we turned it around. So this is all positive news, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me get before I wrap up, predictions for Sunday. LB,
I'm gonna go 2-0 City.
Daud.
Wow. I don't think we're going to concede 2 goals. I think we're good enough to keep a clean sheet, and I think it's going to be a 0-0.
0-0. I'm going to take it a step further, guys. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0.
That happen if we get a set piece goal and we win 1-0 at Etihad.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Gabriel header or Saliba header. 1-0. Haaland pocketed. You get me?
Yeah, he usually gets pocketed by our defense anyway, so that's not a surprise.
There you are.
What, when
you're gonna just have the
Haaland took his headband off and scored with his long hair out. He wasn't even focusing, bro, and he still dunked on you guys when we beat you 4-1 2 years ago. When he got his spiking hair out, he didn't.
I'll be surprised if Haaland. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if Haaland gets a shot on target against us. I think that'll be an improvement from the last 3 games. If he can get a shot on target, I think Haaland should take it step by step against us. If he can have a shot on target against us, I think that's a positive.
Well, it can be difficult, you know, when teams come to you had to park the bus on the edge of the penalty area. It's difficult to get shots off as a striker.
You're so shameless, LB. What, you want them to play football against you? They have to.
Well, why? Okay, then why did you never call Klopp out then for not parking the bus? Why did Klopp never park the bus?
Yeah, but Klopp is a gung-ho manager. You have to take the positives with the negatives.
And how many games did Liverpool beat City at Etihad in the Premier League? How many games? Was it one game?
Same way Pep never beat Klopp at Anfield. We have an agreement. We don't win at their stadium.
I think the narrative is that Arsenal have to go there. I don't understand the narrative. Arsenal have to go there and win. I don't understand.
No,
I-
I agree
no,
with you. I don't
I-
think Arsenal have to win.
No, I do think Arsenal need to win. I'll tell you why
But
I
what,
think Arsenal.
LB, are you genuinely presenting this argument for real?
Yes. Okay. Do you want me to?
But how?
Can I explain?
Explain. Go ahead, please.
I believe that Arsenal, are more likely to drop points in games like they did against Brighton than Manchester City are. Therefore, I believe that Arsenal, in ways to compensate that, need to take the insurance policy of beating Manchester City. I think they need to beat them. I think they need to beat City home and away. I think they need a 6 points advantage because they'll drop points in games that you don't expect them to, like Brighton. I think you'll drop more games in like that. I just think that is Arsenal. So I think to win the league, I think you needed to beat City home and away. That's my view.
We'll see. I don't think that. I think if we can get a draw against City, I think we can stay close with them. And I think the experience that we brought in and then the squad depth that we have now, I think we've got more experience. In people, don't know how good Mika Marino is. He's a top player. I think Sterling has a know-how to win games. He's a clutch player as well. I think Sterling's got the know-how to win Premier League titles. And I think we've got fully fit Timber. Look at him, a year out, and he looks like he's never been injured. And I think the players that we have now, the experience of not winning the league by a point, we're not going to drop points like that. I think the only way we're going to drop points if we play with 10 men or something crazy happens where we, I think if it's 11v11, the way Liverpool lost on the weekend, that's not happening against us. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, but my thing is like the reason why I disagree with LB is not even what Dawood's saying. My logic is the following. Since the start of time, the logic has always been go to your biggest rivals for the title, draw, and then beat them in your own backyard. If you're saying this about the Emirates, I agree with you. Listen, your logic is correct, which is Arsenal are more likely to drop points in other games. Correct. But that does not necessitate or correlate to the fact that they must go to the Etihad and win.
There is a direct correlation.
No, but no team in world football expects to go to the Etihad and win. I take a draw the Etihad right now.
Okay, then
So would Madrid, so would all the club.
Husam, maybe that's why City have won 6 out of the last 7 Premier Leagues. My opinion is that I think Arsenal have got more results like the Brighton game in them than Manchester City have. Yeah? So to compensate those dropped points, I think Arsenal need to have a 6-point advantage over City by beating City home and away. That's my view.
To compensate for that, they need to not drop points against the teams they're expected to beat.
No,
Go beat the best team in the country in their own backyard.
No, because that's a different argument. I agree. Not dropping points against Brighton at home would probably be a good idea. My point is that's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen more to them than it's going to happen to Manchester City. That's my view. Now, obviously, the easy answer.
Do you think Arsenal lost the league last season because of like West Ham and these results, or do you think they lost it because of Man City away at the Etihad?
I think if they would have beaten City at the Etihad, they would have won the league.
Oh, come on, LB, man. You have to play chess.
You said Arsenal to win 11 games in a row.
Pardon?
12 games in a row.
What did you say?
We won, I think, 11 out of the 10 games in 2024. I think, or something like 13 out of 12. Where we only drew against City. I think we won we lost against Villa as well. Sorry.
But bro, my point is, we were there for the taking that day. Yeah, if you would have won, you would have gone 5 points clear.
No, but if we had drawn against Villa, we would have won the league.
But this is again. So I'm being told that my view is unfair and unreasonable. Yet you're just having the same view. No, but you're having exactly the same view, just for another team.
No, I'm not. I'm saying Man City is the best team in the country.
I just said, right, that they need to beat City because they're going to drop points against other teams. And then Daud went, well, actually, if we would have just beat Aston Villa, then it would have been fine.
But the solution to that is not dropping points against the other teams, not beating Man City.
But my argument is they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
They should if they want to win a league title. That's how we won a league title.
But so they're not going to win the title then? Because in my view, they're not going to do that. They will drop points in those games. That's all. All I'm saying is, I think they'll drop points in those games. So maybe try and beat.
No one goes to the Etihad expecting to win. Why are we putting that on Arsenal? I don't get it.
Because I think they need to have that expectation if they want to win the league. That's my view. If they want to win the league, I think they need to beat City home and away. That's my opinion. They would have beat City at the Etihad, they would have won the league. And then people
you know what it is? We get put on like some high expectations, high level of standards. Where we have to.
Of course you do, because you're a good team, bro. That's why you get the expectation.
In our last 3 away games, away to Villa, away to Spurs, and away to City, and you're telling me we have to win all 3 games, and if we draw against Man City, that's us, not winning the title. Is that what you're saying?
My opinion is that you will drop points against teams like Brighton more than City will this season. Therefore, you need a 6-point advantage to compensate for that, and you need to do that by beating City home and away. I don't think it's that controversial.
We'll see, because I've seen Man City, because Man City, I think you've trailed how many games? You've only kept one clean sheet in the Premier League this season. You've trailed twice at home, and I think with better teams away from home, you're more likely now this season to drop points against smaller teams than us. I think if you go away to Palace or you go away to Bournemouth, you're more likely to drop points because you've kept less clean sheets. You're not defensively better than us, where you can keep. I think you're relying on Haaland now getting stupid numbers where he's not going to sustain this. There's no way Haaland's going to score 2 goals, 3 goals every single game for the next 30 games. So Haaland right now is just doing unreal numbers, and I think the game against Brentford absolutely, answered, like the way Haaland scored those 2 goals. The first one when he just turned and shot. Those kind of goals come now when you're on fire. They don't happen when you're going through a patch where you're not scoring for 2 or 3 games. And I think Haaland now is going through a phase where every time he shoots on target in the Premier League, he goes back of the net. And I think that's what Man City are relying on. You can't tell me you played well against Brentford. Okay, that first half against Brentford were the better team. Okay, they should have been 2-0 up. But Haaland obviously out of nowhere gets 2 goals. And I think Man City for me this season, more likely to drop points.
That's why I think you'll drop points in games like that compared to City, because we've got a freak up front in Erling Haaland that wins us games that we shouldn't win.
There's no way he's going to do that every single game.
I didn't say he's going to do it every single game. I said you're more likely to drop points. If you would have played that Brentford game and you would have played the same as City, you don't win against Brentford because you ain't got Haaland up top. That's my point.
We haven't been dominated like that in Premier League this season.
Oh, bro, that's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is
the reason why we dropped points at Brighton is because we had 10 men. If we had 11v11 against Brighton, we're winning that game.
That's irrelevant as to why you dropped points. The fact is you dropped points.
No, but it's not through performances. I'm saying Man City performances this season have not been better than Arsenal when it comes to performances this season. You can't tell me you've had better.
But who cares? We're above you the table. Who cares about the performances? Points is what the results at the end of the day.
They catch up to you because you can't just rely on one player just scoring every game for you.
What's hilarious though, Daud, about this is last year, all I heard from everyone is that Arsenal was better than City all year and that City won the league. So the point is, the performances, yes, they're relevant to a degree, but it's a results-based business. Everyone in this chat knows for a fact that last year, everyone agreed that Arsenal played better football than City. Everyone, yeah? He still didn't win the league. It's a results-based business, and that's the point that I'm making. You got to get the results.
Okay, listen. Let me just do the super chat and then we wrap up. LB, Man City never beat LFC away, but always win the league because City always beat LFC at home. Next time year LFC won the league, we beat away, is what Jay says.
Yeah, no, but
you compare apples. You comparing apples.
Liverpool won the league before they faced City away. They won the league back.
Yeah, they did. Facts. They also
the league was won already before we played it.
Also, we were fucking shit that year. They won the league by like January or something, man. That's not the same.
You Husam, I know you won the league because
Take me back, man.
They had what did they have at the back? Fernandinho playing centre back when Man City won the league. I mean, when Liverpool won the league. Sorry.
Please take me back to those times, man.
I think we had bro. It was just a mess, man. Like Liverpool won the league by like January.
It's the season after you saw Company and you didn't bring in another defender, and then.
But the same thing happened to us a year later when Van Dijk, Gomez, and Matip were all out to the end of the season. We have played Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. So,
bro, I'm not playing it down. I'm just saying you can't compare Liverpool's title-winning season to what I'm saying now.
Yeah, and when we went to the Etihad, we won the league already anyway, so it didn't matter.
Exactly. That's why I say you can't compare.
They gave us what's it called?
Guard of Honor.
Say that again.
Guard of Honor, innit?
You know, because I've been watching so many shorts about wrestling and stuff, I was about to say Ring of Honor. Thank God you said that before me. Ring of Honor is like something.
Bro, bring up this comment, man, from James Bond. Bro, what are you waffling about?
Which one? This one?
Bro, this is such an L mentality, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like Arsenal fans are trying to like just say, "Oh yeah, we don't need to win the game." I'm trying to back your team and saying, "I think you need to win. I think you can win. You're a good side." The fact is, you've not proved nothing there with that comment, James. Yeah, you proved absolutely nothing because we've just debunked it. When Liverpool come to the Etihad when they won the league, they'd already won the league. They won the league in like January, February time. It's not the same. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
don't
gave
win
us-
the league again. Don't win the game again on Sunday, and then when you don't win when we don't win the league at the end of the season, and I said, "Oh, it's because you needed to beat City home and away," and you'll go, "No, it's because we lost. It's because we drew against Brighton." It's just difference of opinions, man.
Fair enough. Listen, on that note, big up to you, Jay Finn. Big up to Sam, Terence, Lauren, Nilithpal, and Amir for the super chats. Big up to all of you guys. It's Dawood is in the description. Northside LDN is in the description. LB, it's LB is in the description, and more LB as well. That's what he does there, the watch alongs for the non-city games. Big up to all of you guys. Please do make sure guys are slapping the like button. Do make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. We are almost at 36k. We are 45 subscribers away from 36k, so please do subscribe. Do keep getting involved in the chat. Big up everyone who supports the channel. I'm going to be back for Arsenal against Atalanta later on today. Love you all, and I'm going to see you guys then, man. Peace.